times I think that based on your experiences, a lot of times the executor is also one of the beneficiary.
Yes, correct.
Right.
Absolutely.
So do you
right.
think that that is a good way for the testator to appoint?
You need to look at the family structure first and also the family dynamics. If all of them are cordial and if the executor is, for example, the spouse who will be the head of household after the deceased passed away, then that is fine. But if it's one of the siblings and the other siblings are not talking to each other, then it may also pose a potential problem because the siblings may end up in a dispute thinking that each of them are trying to get more from the inheritance. Yeah, so for that kind of situations, usually we recommend an external executor, which you can always hire a professional executor to help with the execution of the will so that there's no disputes.
Yeah, so see that's the thing, just recently I got to know about this story that so actually it belongs to, it's actually a hawker store, right? So the dad passed on, right? So but the son has always been, one of the sons has always been working in the store itself, right? So I think over for a period of 10 years, the son is working there, running the business, and the other children are not involved at all. So but when the dad passed on without a will, right? So eventually the other siblings wishes to sell it off. And this brother of theirs, right, is unable to continue to run the business because being the first gen hawker, I think the rental was much better at that point of time, right? So, but then in that case, then ended up this brother of theirs is unable to run the business and then end up, I think, need to go and find another job. So I think apparently there were some rules involved. If they want to let him continue run the business, the brother has to sign something, right? So I'm not very sure about that, but I know that the brother refused to sign, even though the mother is still around. The mother calls the brother, he refuses to pick up the call. So eventually he will just rather the whole thing to be gone, and then nobody get anything, and the brother has to be forced out of job and go and find another job. So it's very hard for him to restart the business because he's not going to be operating in the same market anymore, right? So and then the rental prices are also a bit higher outside compared to the one that the father owned, right? So I think that's a very classic example of actually as much as possible, a lot of testators or a lot of elderlies, when they do their distribution, a lot of times when they always assume that all the siblings are going to be cordial, everybody will take care of each other. But I think based on experience, a lot of times it's not going to be that simple, right? Because I think when it comes to fairness and equality, is a very two different things at all when put together, right? So whatever this executor think is fair or equal to the other siblings, the recipients of the inheritance may not feel so that way.